You know how if you get put in contact with individuals you might not know normally, how there's some information there?
Okay.
This is one of those.
What is?
Only I gotta say, the only information I have so far is who the fuck are these people?
Who?
Kind of stuff.
You've been staging for a while. I haven't been on stage for 14 years.
You
Been
would
a long
never
time.
know. 14 years he hadn't been on stage, and
No, I
couldn't
kept saying
believe
that I was going to do it and going to do it, and then I just never did. It's, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And this play in particular, we both agree we haven't ever worked as hard as on something.
The one guy, God, the fat schmuck.
Whoa, Bobby.
You should see this guy.
From the tribe.
My motive, like he's got access to my mind all of a sudden.
A lawyer?
A douchebag.
A lawyer, this is.
What's the matter with that guy?
I don't know.
It takes a massive amount of concentration because of the, you know, it's a very intense play. And I don't like to concentrate that much. My brain, it's not, but it's fun. It really is a fun play. There's it's a lot of intensity, but a lot of humor. And it's been, the audiences we've had so far, 4 so far, right?
Yeah, 4 previews so far. They've been really responsive.
They've been cool. The people versus, like suddenly he's a royal fucking queen.
A prosecutor?
Remember that time in Scouts Jack and Jimmy Rapanti borrowed my hatchet or something and then kept saying it was his? And so you and me went over to his house and kicked his ass?
Why?
Remember that?
Maybe.
Well, certainly something about being in the West End that's pretty for an actor. I think, you know,
Prestigious.
really, yeah, you feel like you've
Yeah.
kind of come home. I mean, I think this still is Mecca in a lot of ways for
that's true.
for American actors. This is really where it all began, and so if you can make it here, you pretty much can make it. Yeah, never mind. Anyway,
I just for once wanted to be, you know, in vogue and doing the thing that the other people are doing. I wanted to be, shall we say, mainstream as an
That's
American
good.
actor. I think about that sometimes.
In what context?
In like, what if the fat schmuck is in the phone book?
The lawyer?
What if the fat load is listed?
Bob.
How about in the context of you and me pulling into his driveway with the lights off? How about you and me in that context?
Bob, that's a very bad idea.
I have no great fondness for the tabloid press. I really don't. I just think it's, they're parasites. So how do I feel about parasites? I don't want them in my body or on my body or looking at my body.
good.
So
Is that
I wish
very
I'd put that different.
I like the parasite imagery.
Do you
Yeah.
find it different here to the States, though?
Remember that Jimmy Rapanti thing?
It's a bad idea, Bobby.
That whole year, remember that? People were half afraid to even talk to me that year.
That's a positive?
Who talks to the Lone Ranger?
What?
Nobody.
What about Tonto?
That's what I'm saying, so maybe you and I weren't exactly popular.
You were 7.
Meet a lot of people. I've met a lot of people
opposite.
here, and
You're
well,
really good when
people
you're
are
out with
generally
people.
pretty
You're
cool.
very, you know, if you stop Woody on the street and engage him in a conversation, he, you know, he's right there. How you doing? What's going on? You're very, very engaging would be the word I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not the truth.
You too, man.
Now you sort of say hello and.
You're
you know.
very nice.
Yeah. What? Thanks, man.
I was right with what I was.
You were what?
Jimmy's face, and I don't want to sound like I enjoyed something.
You were right?
Jimmy understood that we came from a thing of fury.
It wasn't your hatchet.